What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Today, we're going to talk about Russia and Ukraine and the brink of war stocks. Some are better than others, and we're going to give you insight into which ones are the best. But right now, I need you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with us in the journey. Check the description tab because all the links to all the tools and tidbits and everything that Traders War Room has to offer at traderswarroom.com is right at your fingertips. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war. Traders War Room legal disclaimer. Remember, this is not financial advice. All content is for entertainment and education purposes only. You are responsible for every decision you make. We want you to have fun. We want you to use caution. And we always, always, always want to go to war. Don't forget to check out our flagship, the Traders War Room Discord. Listen, if you are struggling and you are wanting to get an edge, this is the place for you. And even if you're an experienced trader and you want some place to follow through with that edge that you already know and maybe refine some of your skills, again, this is the one-stop shop, okay? Come check us out. I promise you won't find another server out there that offers as much content for the price and has the real, genuine people like we do. Check us out today. And don't forget to check out our website, okay? We are revamping it, working with a graphic designer, and we are putting everything all into this website. This is going to become the true hub of everything Traders War Room, from all the social media accounts, from all the products and services. Everything eventually you're going to be able to do right here onto the website, with the exception of Discord. You'll still have to go to Discord to get those services, but everything else, classes, mentoring, merchandise, all that stuff will be done right here on the website. So check it out today. And please stay tuned for the whole video, because after we get into the meat and potatoes with the stocks and the charts, we're going to give you all the upcoming classes that we have here near term. So check it out, and also look in the description because the links are right there as well. Let's get into the Traders War Room Buzz Report. What's hot and what's not in the stock market. Real quick, here's how the markets closed yesterday. As you know, we got that news, and the day before that, we got some inflation news. Yesterday, we got the Russia-Ukraine news, so the markets did not do very well the past 2 days. Give you another idea of how the market closed, look what the only sector green is. You guessed it, energy, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. A bar graph showing you the best and the worst, technology the worst, energy the best, and then you got some of the other ones, but for the majority of all the sectors, it was red, red, red. And here you go, your total premiums, calls versus puts. We know SPY, we see SPY's about a 60-40 to the put side. Tesla kind of getting some green underneath its wind. The Q's about 50-50. AMD starting to see some traction. AMD and Nvidia definitely beat down hard in that semiconductor thing, so probably might see a nice little bounce as long as we don't get some negative new sentiment on the front in the semiconductor land. Listen, the only really news article that we need to talk about is the U.S. investors expect more volatility as Ukraine concerns spook markets. So geopolitical worries have added another layer of volatility to an already jumpy market as investors placed in the possibility of escalating conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Listen, the White House talked the other day, okay? They said that they wanted every American citizen in Ukraine to leave immediately within 24 hours, no later than 48 hours. Now, they didn't say that this was an emergency type of situation, but they made it very well known that this was a pressing concern and that they needed to leave, and that a Russian conflict or a Russian military operation could go in as soon as this weekend and even before the Olympics are done. What does that mean for us? Well, we're not sure as far as the stock market is related, but we do know that there's some sectors and industries that tend to profit or do better than others when we got the brink of war or the fear of war or the threat of conflict. So we're going to pay attention to those as we move forward. All right, the meat and potatoes of this video, Russia, Ukraine, brink of war stocks. Which one's to pick? Some are going to do better than others, and I want to give you guys a few options and some indexes and sectors to keep your attention on during this thing and how it unfolds. So when we're talking about brink of war stocks, I want you to focus in on three specific type of industries or sectors. I want you to look at aerospace and defense, transport infrastructure, metals and mining, iron and steel, oil and gas transportation services. Now, this is a really key one right here. The oil and gas related equipment services, and oil and gas, energy and fossil fuels, coal, and software and IT services. So about right now, you're probably like, Jesus, man, that's a whole bunch. And which ones do I pick and stuff like that? Well, listen, you pick a couple from each of those sectors and you pay attention to, a couple of the ones that are primed to win. And why so many? Well, wars take resources, man. They use fuel, they use gas, they use JP8, and they need logistical support and transport and supplies and everything like that. Supply and demand 101, right? When the supply is limited or it's needed and it's hard to get the supplies there, such as a war or a conflict or supply bottleneck, the demand is high, the price jacks up, okay? Supply and demand 101. And war zones specifically, those contractors, now the threat of violence, the threat of, war, the threat of conflict is there. The spice for getting the stuff to the places in a timely manner so that we have the resources and means necessary to react to the conflict jacks up the prices hugely, okay? And we're going to talk about a few of the ones that I like moving forward and I think that you should pay attention to inside of these sectors. Let's look at some charts, see if we can get an edge on moving forward into next week and beyond. All right, so this is the first stock I want to talk about, ARCH. Now, this is a coal and fossil fuel energy stock, and I like this one, okay? Look at the nice uptick. Now, we do have a shoot that we've had up here recently, but that's okay, because what we got to understand is that sure, a small pullback will come, but we're looking very strong with this particular one, and we're looking like we're continuation. And especially if something does pop off with the Russia and the Ukraine crisis, you can almost rest assured that stocks like this one here that are solid and that have a good track record are going to benefit from that particular conflict. Another one in that same sector, that a little bit cheaper that I want you to pay attention to is BTU, okay? BTU recently broke out of its box pattern, and we like what we're seeing, okay? And this is another one that's just knocking on the doors of the big boys saying, hey, you know what? We might be a little cheaper, but you know what? We're just as experienced. We have just as much resources. We can do the job. Give us a chance, and we're ready to take over alongside with the big boys. Now, as a straight gas and oil stock, XOM is my favorite by hands down, okay? I love some XOM. We just recently had a pullback. I think this is the starting of our reversal to greater and newer highs. I got no problems, especially now with this threat of violence coming on, that we're going to see past $83, $85 here very quickly. So XOM, I'm definitely in on this one for sure, moving in towards the near and further continuation in 2022. My next favorite one, based on just price alone, is BP, okay? I like BP. I think we've been in a consolidation pattern and we're looking to break to the upside. I have no qualms about, thinking that this one might consolidate for a little bit while, but definitely with the threat of violence, I can see this pushing past 35 in no time, and I like this moving forward. Now, a defense stock, man, you can't get anything better than Lockheed Martin, okay, LMT, and I like LMT, and you saw everyone shooting money into this as we got the news from the White House, and definitely this is one of those stocks that you need to pay attention to. We were consolidating for a while here at the upper levels in the fibs. We definitely peaked and hit that 100%. I got no qualms on thinking that definitely, especially if something really kicks off, that this thing is going to peak and it's going to blow past $400 here in the near future. Now, another one on the defense that I like is TGI. Pay attention to TGI. We're almost hitting, here recent highs. And I think if we hit those, especially with the threat of conflict, we blow right past this. And this is definitely in an attractable size and price that I think will draw a lot of attention from investors from a growth standpoint. From an IT perspective, I like cyber moving forward. The CEO came on to the news the other day and was talking about specifically the Russian crisis and the Ukraine issues and things like that, and had a lot of good ideas on how they were able to really help, especially with hacking and, information security measures and stuff like that. And then you started seeing his stocks surge. So I do like this. It's definitely lower than it has been previously, and it has room to grow. And I think from what the CEO said, that he's on board with assisting as needed. I think, federal government probably heard that as well. And we're like, you know what? Let's go talk to these guys and see what kind of contracts we can get in place just in case the conflict kicks off. If you guys haven't paid attention to PLTR, you need to. I told you guys it was down at the bottom. Looking really tough, okay? Now, PLTR is a lot of behind-the-scenes type of work with federal governments dealing with conflicts. You need to watch these guys, okay, because they can get some steam behind them, and these can roll very fast. And at this level here, I like this for continuation, and I think we're going to see a very nice pop. Plus, it has earnings next week, and I think with the conflict and earnings, we should be moving up to the upside very quickly in preparation of those earnings, plus potential government contracts being activated for the conflict. On the metal side of the house, you need to pay attention to X, okay? U.S. Steel definitely kicking butt here recently, and it still has room to grow. So pay attention to steel. Listen, things need to be built, and war machines take metal, they take iron, they take steel, they take the tough stuff. Got to pay attention to those ones. Same thing, look at CRS after hours, man. Boom. Now, do I think this is a little too much too soon? Absolutely. I think we're due for a pullback, but we got to pay attention to these, okay? A lot of these ones have sleeping contracts that are activated when there's conflict or threat of war or a big push being used, okay? So some of these guys might have had their contracts activated. They got that phone call. They said, hey, we need to activate our sleeping contract that we have, and we need to start going into production. And there are companies that have been just waiting for the thing because they know that Fed money is going to start flowing in. So I'm not saying that is exactly what this is, but it could be. So definitely paying attention to some of these is beneficial in the long run. We got to watch for the spikes because there should be short or quick pullbacks, but it could be continuation after the pullback. And one that deals with the transportation aspect of it is the CAAP, okay? I want you guys to pay attention to CAAP because it has definitely been just bouncing around certain levels for a while, and CAAP has started to get some steam underneath its name, and it might slowly but gradually come in, but this is one of those that you could get in, just sit back, let it do its thing, and over time, make your money. But if it does get a lot of steam and it get a lot of public relations behind it, you could see this thing pop very quickly. But what I'm thinking will happen with this is this will be a slow trickle effect. You get in at the lower levels, you just let it do its thing, and then you look back at it in a couple months and you're able to make your money. All right, now that we got some charts out of the way, let's talk about how do we build our portfolio and our knowledge base and understanding what's going on. And we do that through Traders War Room classes. Now, you can check the website. We have historical classes for purchase that you can buy right from the website and watch right from the website, the one-stop shop. And we have the live upcoming classes that you can purchase, and you don't have to even show up to the live thing if you can't make it, because every person that makes a purchase of $15 will get the recording sent to them via the email as long as they register for the class. Now let's see what we got upcoming, and I'll leave it to you to do your homework to see what we've done in the past. Today at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, actually in about 3 hours from when I'm doing this video, we got how to trade algo signals. Listen, this is the hottest trading trend going on right now, and we have them in the Traders War Room Discord, and we're going to teach you guys how to use them to make freaking bank. So check it out today, Saturday, 12 February at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You go to the website, you go to upcoming classes, you click the link, you invest in yourself for 2022, you make the purchase, and you get the Zoom link via your email. So do it right now because you don't have much time. All right, and the following week on Saturday, 19th February at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have how to trade consistently for huge profit. We got our seven-figure mentor back, teaching you guys the tricks of the trade that have made him a multimillionaire. I say again, a multimillionaire, okay? One of the things you got to do to be successful is surround yourself by people that have done it that have made it and that are more successful than yourself. And we got it right here for you. So go to the website, go to upcoming classes, click on this, register today, and sit back and let this man teach you how to make your fortune. And we're on our doubleheader next weekend, Sunday, 20 February. We got another class, perfect entries and exits. Consistently win your trades. Now, if you struggle with getting into your trades and getting out to your trades and making money consistently, this is the class for you, okay? Pastor Prince is going to teach you guys how to get the perfect entry points and the perfect exit points so that you guys make freaking money consistently every time. If that's one of your struggles, then this is the class for you. Again, website, upcoming classes, click this, receive your link via your email. And if you can't show up to the live, don't worry about it. Still register with that email link and you will be on the automatic distribution list for when the recording is done, and you will get it sent to you via email. So we got you covered on that. All right, guys, we're about wrapping up the video. I want to give you the TWR business hours, 7 to 7, Monday through Saturday. This is for processing orders, your videos, your one-on-one mentoring, your merchandise, things of that nature. We have to have some hours. We usually take Sundays off, but we still manage the stuff on Sundays as well. We're not just going to let it sit there, but it just may not be as a priority on Sundays. We got to take a day, do some family stuff, and hang out and chill out. Don't forget to come check us out on the Traders War Room Discord. I promise you guys, there's not another Discord like it. It is a true one-stop shop for all traders and investors, no matter your experience level. Everyone has a place at the table. We all want to eat, and we want to eat together, and we want to do it as a team. So come check us out. And don't forget to check us out on the website. We got all of it, and this is being completely revamped and refined all the time. So go check it out today. I guarantee you it's different today than it was a couple days ago. I promise you. I got my guy doing his thing. All right, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value and worth from it. Remember, at Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles, and we do it together as a team. Attack, conquer, and destroy, and we always, always, always go into war. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me, and let's go to war together.